streaming. I'm sick. I'm sick. So I have to re-say everything I just said. It's okay. Content warning. What people mostly missed was me fixing my stream. The stream layout's going to be different and old school for a bit because Linux OBS updated. Linux OBS never updates, and the update, like, broke browser sources and window sources. It's removed window sources altogether. So, if I have a browser source, it just crashes OBS, and I can't have window sources anymore. So I had to, like, clear all my scenes to even load OBS, which was easiest done, like, reinstalling. And so now I'm doing everything with screen capture sources. And since I have my chat in a window to read it, I just use the browser source to make things cool and pretty. So it's a window now. It does mean we're out on alerts. I can't alert without browser source and browser source crash. Oh no. But yeah, that's why things look a little different than usual. And we're picking our outfit because we're gonna go as Gunbreaker, as it's behind Scholar, and we're gonna Hildibrand. I should be probably doing some work, but I am. I basically lay in bed, passing in and out of consciousness and doom scrolling until like 3:30, and then I had the shit to rule all shits, and yeah. Any real old heads watching this will remember, like, before my transition, before I started estrogen, when I was sick all the time and coughing all the time because I was a raging alcoholic to cope with dysphoria, and comments on my old videos that have all been deleted were like, oh my gosh, you can't listen to this, it's all coughing. Throwback Monday. Because, yeah, I served drinks for my IRL fees over the weekend instead of streaming. And, yeah, there's that old song from the Guild that's like, here in cyberspace, there's no disease. And, like, we all know that they're talking about cybersex and STDs, but, like, if my besties all got on a Discord call and drank their own booze, I'd still have gotten sick, because I'm pretty sure this started with, like, folk in the neighborhood, and they passed it to my girlfriend, and my girlfriend passed it to me, and then together we passed it to the IRL fees. And it like, hit my girlfriend first. And it may have hit me around the same time, but I was hungover, so I didn't notice. And I don't think it's hit the IRL fees yet, but it's not fun. So, sorry, Sahil. In particular, sorry. Hopefully, you get to stay home from your job and play Silksong. But yeah, I'm picking an outfit now, and we could go cool Gunbreaker outfit. You could stick with the Lithromantic armor that the closest anyone has come to guessing what pride flag this is someone's like, oh my gosh, lesbian flag, and I'm like, almost, so close. We could this. What does this look like on me right now? Is this gonna keep my pants? This looks so bad. Look at how bad that looks with the yellow pants. I love it. You have the fancy armor that I got from Pandemonium. I mean, that's cool. I'll probably wear it when we go continue the MSQ. Like, 12 and 9 here are, like, my two go-to tank lambs, I think, but Hildibrand is some silliness. So we have some silliness here. I'm not sure how I feel about the colors on this. How does this die? Oh, I can't die here. I'd have to die. Can't even preview the die. Well, let me take a look. So we can dye straps with the first dye channel. Plates with the second. I wonder if I have any if we have any ruby red. If we have ruby red, I might ruby red the top and the bottom. It's so dramatic. Let's go see if we have ruby red. What colors do we have available? 4 isn't colors. 3 is colors. We've got rust. We've got ruby red. I think I'm gonna tweak the glam a little, and I'm gonna do this properly. But I'm gonna take this. And we're gonna ruby red. We're gonna go to Limsa from here. Say hi to any friends that we happen to see on our way, and then go. I don't see any friends. Goodbye. I mean, I think I still have Maelstrom tickets. Yeah, I still have a Maelstrom ticket, but I've sold some money. Sold some stuff, made some money. So I'll save that for when I have to come back in desperate straits. Let's ridiculous up this glam for the Hildibrand. Going on 15 here. I want the second dye channel to be metallic ruby red dye. We'll work everything around this. Oh no, that's not how we want it at all. We want the metal. I guess it's dye channel 2. To do that. We'll need to decide what first color we have, but that's going to be influenced in part by our face. And I do want this to be like something that anyone can wear. I generally want my sexy glams to be that way. So I'm going to look at what we have under culinarian. We have the Scion's Rogue. We have the 2B. I should have grabbed some other dyes while I was at it. We can decide what we want. The ruby red's what's important. We've got the Rathalos. I like the Rathalos. That might encourage some more like oranges, or actually kind of works with what we just got already. Doesn't really work with the hands, but it kind of works with the rest. Let's hang around with Rathalos for a bit. What do we got hand-wise? So the Ari half gloves we can dye however we want. We just Emperor's New gloves and not have anything. But I feel like I want to have something. 2B gloves. How do these dye? If we go just soot black, they're just straight through. We go ruby red. I don't know that I'm comfortable spending another ruby red like. Okay, I kind of am. I may that means I'm gonna have to do a ruby red foot. I can find something acceptable. Actually, depending on how these die, I might just like these. No, I don't like those. What have we got in our... No. There's a little bit too much. No, I want something that covers my feet. Okay, I kind of like those. How do they die? The way I like them. Okay. So it is a matter of, then, of what face we want. And we're not going to be able to dye the face. So let's just do a quick look through. Those are kind of okay. Got devilry horns. Just dress hat with it. I think I run back to the glamour chest and look for like a soot black or something, and you get the other dye channels for like the underwear and everything into soot black, and then this I think would be perfect for a Hildibrand questline. It's just ridiculous enough. Farewell, all of the ruby red dye in the free company chest. I love it. And you do too. Don't lie. No one's allowed to lie and say that they don't love what I've got going on here. But I think I need to just match the hat to the pants. So, loam brown's a possibility. I'm not gonna be committed to soot black. Soot black's a possibility. And then one of these blues might be pretty good too. Metallic blue. We have so much metallic blue. Okay. I love metallic blue. It is, like, so obnoxious. If metallic blue can work, we're gonna go for it. Metallic blue plus metallic red. Plus the flesh tone skin. You could call this the obnoxious trans glam. Let's go ahead. Let's make this work. Okay. We're working on 15. So we're looking at the dye channel 1 here, and I first want to check to see if metallic blue works. So we do get a little something. Okay. I can live with that, I think. And then if we come up to the hat... Nope. I don't want that dye channel. I want this dye channel. I'm sorry, what the hell even is that? We're not dyeing... Ugh. That is so unfair. But that works still. That still works. There we go. What? Nope, we forgot to... We need to... This is the... Gunbreaker moment. I don't have any more red, so it's going to have to be metallic blue. There we go. Way too much money in those, but I think most of these are things I contributed. Did I forget to hit apply? I did. There we go. I think this is ready for Hildibrand. How do we color this? We'll throw a light up here. Dim it down. Give it a little bit. Soften it up a little bit. Just the slightest tinge of that. And then from way back here, and let's just pick the zoom in very slightly. Hit the little bow. I think that works. We'll print the screen. I don't know if this gets captured by the screen capture, but we'll capture that section. And tab on over. Formally announce the stream on Blue Sky with that new image. Be like, hey, we're live now. We're ready to meet Mr. Hildibrand. There we go. We're dressed ridiculously. We're ready to hit up Hildibrand. If anyone is coming by, they're going to know about it. Let's go. We've dawdled long enough. Gosh, this outfit's so obnoxious. I love it. Look at the obnoxious outfit I made. Yay. Well, we can teleport to Ratzatan. Well, things are coming. That's an Ilsabard. I was kind of hoping that, like, the dye channels were the ribbon and the hat, and I could have the default red ribbon and the metallic blue hat, but alas, you don't always get what you want. Like Delian's where we go. Ooh, glam. Fashion is the end game. Let's come somewhere with good lighting. And demonstrate the importance of glam. Yeah, it's just the window zoomed in, and then I resized the window until it fit. So the window's actually smaller than I have it usually, and then zoomed in real far. That's what happens when I don't have browser sources. That's okay. Everyone can read the chat now. Let's go chat. We have the Manderville Lambo. So here's our conspiracy theorist alien loser. I am now more woman than he is ever going. I have now more woman's skin than he has ever seen or ever will see in his life. Let's have the spectacle of inspection. Another crusade for the truth. I'm not doing voices today, I'm sorry. My voice hurts too much. Gobo, what suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you and suddenly you appear. I say this, but the second Hildibrand's here, I'm gonna end up having to do the full fucking Hildibrand. I won't be able to not to. As I'm sure you recall, Master Poo-Poo claimed his purpose in coming to our world was the search for a missing comrade. Which of course is merely cover for his true objective. Laying the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation. Thus I decide to bide my time, keep my eyes open, and let things play out. No sooner had I resolved to do so when I received word concerning the inspector. Seems they've made progress tracking down our alien friend's friend. This could be my chance. I'd say my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy alone. You're coming along, yes? Oh, I wouldn't dream of letting you investigate Poo-Poo by yourself. The truth will out, or something truth adjacent at the very least. Let's be on our way. They're headed to Palaka's stand, and we don't want to miss on even the smallest development. To Palaka's stand. I think there's a, yeah, there's an Aether right there, but I don't want to spend the money, so we're gonna fly. Gives us more time to admire how fucking gorgeous I am. And how absolutely wonderful the metallic blue dye is when it's used as leather. Like, oh my god. Like, I love how obnoxious the metallic blue dye is when it's metal, but look at that on the leather texture. Like, look at that. That's really good on the leather texture. It's great. Nashu! Gobo, you came. The lunar crew is back together. As if I would ever leave you, Nashu. Poo-Poo. I love Poo-Poo. If anything happens to it, I am going to kill everyone, and then myself. Hildibrand. Oh god, that peeked out the mic. No, we're not.
My loyal associates, come to admire the spectacle of inspection, have you? As well you should.
Look, Master Poo-Poo, Gobo's come to help. Oh, thank you, Gobo, you're too kind. What? No more poo-pooing? It was no great chore to master your tongue. The grammar and syntax is relatively simplistic.
Such terrifying intellect. What hope do we have to prevail against it? Delian. You're so dumb. So, how exactly did you narrow down the search to this particular area? Exactly. Intuition. That's how it works.
Why, my tried and true inspector sense, my dear fellow. All the perceptible and imperceptible signs pointed me in this direction, although they did neglect to include a precise location. For that, we must rely on another tried and true inspecting technique: interrogation. Spread out, everyone, and question the locals on any poo-poo-shaped sightings.
Oh no. Excuse me, have you seen anything shaped like poo-poo? Frickin'. Why is Pervert following us around? Why is Pervert here? Seriously, so there's Delian. There's Hildibrand and Poo-Poo. Where's the fucking Pervert? I saw the Pervert in the background there. I cannot proceed until I find Mr. Pervert. Well, if I find Nachu, Pervert will be nearby. Oh, Nashu's here. Okay, so Nashu's here by Hildibrand. The Pervert should be nearby, watching Nashu. Aha! I found the Pervert. Nashu's stalker. Who hasn't bathed in like 5 years. Because he's quit his job and thrown away his life to stalk Nashu. Who is falling asleep. Girl, you need a better time. Hello, Crate Inspector. Have you seen any poo-poo lately? Oh yes, I spotted just such an odd little creature in the jungle on my way back from the city markets, only it wasn't alone. It was in a company of rather unusual gentlemen. Sickly pale he was, and radiating an unpleasant smell. I felt obliged to keep my distance. She's seen poo-poo and someone who smells like poo-poo. Hello, sack counter.
Not to mention, I did see something like that west of the shroud. Might have mistaken it for a small child, if not for the way it moved. Sort of a ferret of a scamper. Creepy.
West of the shroud. Poo-poo in the company of someone who smells like poo-poo. Poo-poo. Any promising leads? Poo-poo, I miss you saying poo-poo. No, the syrup goes over the pancakes. I love Nashu.
Gobo, have your investigations borne fruit? Mine own carefully crafted queries place an individual of Master Poo-Poo's proportions south of the shroud.
Yeah, I got like east.
West, your sources say.
Yeah, that. Hashem is sick. Messed around and there have been a few sightings in the jungle somewhere to the north.
If we have sightings north, south, and west, then that must mean Master Poo-Poo has more friends here than he realized.
I'm not that gregarious. I have precisely one friend on this world.
Could it be doppelgangers? No, too simple, too obvious. It's more likely the same alien wandering the jungle being spotted in different locations by different eyewitnesses. Which just means we need to, I can't believe I'm suggesting this, split up and search the whole area. A fair proposition. Very well then. Oh, are we launching us? How are we launching a search party?
Godbirds. Hi, Godbert. You're dressed this time.
Father, have you been following me? Nothing of the sort. I was engaging in feats of physicality while my mind grappled with the mysteries of Mandervillian weapon forging. hoping to turn perspiration into inspiration, as it were. But I'm afraid the Burning Fields wooden men are poor muses when compared to the stimulus a worthy opponent provides. Mayhap if I join you and the indomitable Gobo in your endeavor, then happenstance will deliver the challenge I require. You're continuing the case of the silent correspondent, yes? Have you need of an extra pair of eyes? As many as you can spare. I was about to assign teams to the search, as a matter of fact. This village sits in Shroud's east, so let's divvy up the remaining directions, shall we? Nashu and I will head south. Gobo and Master Poo-Poo to the west, if you please. DeLorean, you and my father have the north. It's Delian. Also, the Shroud of the Sangha is awfully big. How are we to keep contact, much less coordinate our efforts? This guy is actually intelligent at this sort of thing. I have special link pearls made for just an occasion. We can chatter in each other's ears as much as we like. Are you mad? The Charlians will listen in on everything we're saying.
Really? All the way out here? I shouldn't think their hearing's that good. But seeing as you mislike link pearls so much, Lord Godbert can hold the one for your team.
Link pearls, what tremendous foresight. Let's proceed with our investigation.
Yay. Well, Poo-Poo, are you coming? Inspector wishes us to search west of the jungle, yes? I will follow your lead.
We have Poo-Poo coming with us. Oh gosh, we're exploring the jungle with Poo-Poo. This is great. Poo-Poo, look at Poo-Poo run! Stay safe of the Bumjanja, Poo-Poo. A river flowing right at our feet. Many stars have visited the cosmos, but precious few have such a bounty of water as this one. Your home is a rare treasure. You know, I understand you when you poo-poo, so you can poo-poo at me all you want. Look at how Poo-Poo runs. I see no trace of my comrade. What are these black-furred beings? Are they friends of yours, fellow people of Aetheris? Vaguely people-shaped, perhaps, but not people. Not particularly friendly, either. Oh, there's a greater variety of species here than I anticipated. I shall have to collect more samples. Let's keep moving. Poo-Poo, are you abducting things? Poo-Poo, are you the baddie? The rock formations on this island remind me of my home star. They have the same vibrant hues, the same stark beauty. If only. Never mind that, we have a friend to find. Oh, look at how Poo-Poo runs. And I think Poo-Poo has a sad backstory now. Oh. How dare they give Poo-Poo sad. No sign of my friend here either. These white-furred individuals, they're surely one of your civilized races, yes? Also not people, but they do, and mind that they throw poo-poo. I find it difficult to tell the difference. One semi-intelligent life form is much the same as another. Oh well, never mind, moving on. Bitch, what did you call me?
What did you just call me semi-intelligent?
I have a gunblade, and I'm not afraid to use it. Oh, you're too adorable for me to stay mad at.
Nothing. Not even a little burnt circle in the grass. What I'm looking for, we grew up together. We were always together. We even shared the same dream. To roam the great expanse of the cosmos. We worked hard and supported one another till we both had starships of our very own. And the universe was ours to explore. How fleeting that feeling of triumph. Oh, but it's a side of the tale entirely. I simply wish to express how dear this friend is to me. Hello, is this thing on? This is Nashu. We think we may have found Pupu's friend. Come to Perusa as quickly as you can. Yes, let's take my starship. It's the fastest way. Spaceship. Meanwhile, at Perusa. Things never go well in a meanwhile. Aw, Delian got a new mount. When do I get the Godbert mount?
Hail, dear comrade of Master Poo-Poo. We come in peace. Pray, reveal yourself.
That's not Poo-Poo. That's... Oh no! It's the Mandragoras!
Oh, wait, you're the Mandragoras.
I know that gentleman Overlord's voice. This guy.
Master Hildibrand, they said you were trapped in slumber, but I rejoice to see it's no longer the case.
What are the gentle dead men?
Gods, it's one of the walking dead.
Greetings, friends. I'm a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men, disciple of Master Hildibrand. What brings you here to Thavnair in the company of Lenosia's infamous vegetable menace, no less? Allow me some few precious moments of your lifespan to explain. There was a time when the maggots in my skull grew restless and wriggly, tales of spoiled sea-kin terrorizing the region of Bolsha reached our undead fraternity, and so on their behalf I travelled afar to recruit a rotten Mandragoria. After making his acquaintance, this festering fellow wished to introduce me to his brethren, who assured me were no less rotten. What did I make next for Lenosia, that I might extend a fetid hand in friendship? When I arrived, however, I learned that one of their companions had been abducted by a strange flying vessel. What was a gentle dead man to do but aid in the search? I turned to the Thavnerian truth, that reliable bastion of supernatural rumor-monging, and lo and behold, an alien craft matching the Seedkin's description had been spotted here on this isle. Needless to say, we embarked on our journey forthwith. Uh-oh.
Oh, one of our faithful readers. I'm pleased to see that even in undeath, the hunger for truth is not wholly subsumed by the hunger for brains.
So we find ourselves on the case of the misappropriated Mandragora. The subductor will not evade my powers of discernment.
Soon we'll need a case to carry all these cases. An abductor. I have a feeling we won't need to look far.
Ah, that may have been me.
Aww.
Forgive me taking your friend. In my sample collecting frenzy, I must have mistaken him for an edible plant of some kind.
Understandable. You would not be the first to confuse a Mandragora with a salad ingredient. The main thing is he's returned to us unharmed and uneaten. All's well that ends well. If you'll excuse us, we should be getting back to Thanolin. Rotting flesh and humidity is an unpleasant combination. My apologies, Master Poo-Poo. We seem to have missed the mark this time, but I swear to you, I shall not rest until you are reunited with your comrades.
I almost believed your keen inspector's sense to be a form of prognostication. It really was just following your gut. I'm afraid vague inspectorial feelings will only take us so far. We have an entire world to search, and for what that we need, oh, I don't know, a veritable army of inspectors.
An army of inspectors.
Of course! I can simply clone a multitude of Hildibrands as I did before.
Oh, no, let's not do anything rash.
Bye-bye. Oh. There's no way this will go badly.
Oh dear, the ship's matter duplication facility has been temperamental for a while, and now it's broken down completely. This clone's the last it'll ever produce.
Oh no! It's low poly Hildibrand. My name is Brandyhild. Inspector Brandyhild? Why is he so blocky? Counting process must have failed partway through. Allow me to euthanize his abnormality.
No, let's not do anything rash. Unlike my formal replicas, this one's highly unlikely to be mistaken for me. And seeing as we're looking for extra helpers, I say we press this undefined fellow into service. Welcome to the team, Inspector Brandyhild.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Brandyhild. Yes. Godbert, put that shit down. We don't need it. God damn it. Assistance. Please allow me to be of assistance. Lucky though this inspector may be, that Master Pooper could so easily attempt to replicate a living being. Alien technology is so advanced it can scarce differentiate it from magic. Well, we have magic, so it's fine. I knew the duplicator had been unstable, but I pushed it to perform anyway. Now look what I've wrought. Not only did this clone a poor imitation of the inspector in form, but in force of personality as well.
Never a dull moment around the Mandeville man.
Blocky Brandyhild. Standing center in a field. Once he didn't he at all, and now he's standing 5 feet tall. I am a master.
Made quite a mess of that temple ruin. Thanks to Father, it looks as good as new. Or would be that as good as old? In any case, I look forward to tackling the remainder of the case with my charming new contemporary.
I am delighted to be part of it. Wow, look how shy he is. He really is very charming. A generational bonding.
An unexpected but invaluable addition to our ranks. With our numbers thus bolstered, I say we're ready once more to dive into the fray.
Or perhaps, what of our strategy? We need a new approach. If I may. Assuming Master Poo-Poo's acquaintance pilots a craft of similar design, then might we not instead attempt to locate the starship? Such a striking vessel
will have drawn more attention than the comparatively tiny being in question.
He has a point. The Truth receives a large number of reports from readers claiming to have observed unidentified flying objects. It could review said reports, those that meet the criteria of shiny, silver, and saucer-like, namely, naturally, and then remove instances which we know to have been Master Poo-Poo. That should narrow things down considerably. Indeed. What a fantastic idea. Just the brilliance one might expect from one's clone. I was about to make the very same suggestion.
Well done, Inspector. I hope I've not overstepped my bounds. I am but a shadow of the original, after all.
I have a stack of back issues stored in a workroom I use in the city. Poo-Poo can help me sift through them, and we cross off the sightings that were definitely him, shall we?
Oh my god. Branda Hill is so good. Oh, hello, what is this? Oh, it is a pizza. Why, thank you. I have been brought a pizza. I shall set this aside for when I have a desire for sustenance. And then we shall teleport to Ratzaton. I don't wanna. I don't wanna fly to Ratzaton. Pizza smells really good. It's a margarita thin crust. Yummy. Hey, we're right here. Hey, Nashu. So, how you doing, girl?
Inspector Hildibrand inspected Inspector Brandahild with uninspected introspection. Ouch, I think I just twisted my tongue.
You know what? I understand a little bit. Where's Pervert? Pervert, where's Pervert? I have to find Pervert all the time. There's the Pervert. Pervert. Now that I know that you're following us.
Don't mind me. I'm just keeping a watchful eye on Miss Nashu.
You never know what kind of unsavory knaves are out there. He's the unsavory knave.
Dorian has taken Master Poo-Poo to peruse his store of past publications. Let us enjoy a brief interlude until they return with the results of their investigation.
Do-do-do.
We finished going through all the back issues. We discount the areas we know Poo-Poo to have visited. It turns out there was only one other sighting of a flying saucer. In Garlemald. The account itself was sent to me by an Imperial soldier named Numerius, who appears to be a loyal fan of the truth.
All the way in the Empire. Your publication has an impressively wide readership.
Our audience has always been universal. For all the desire to know the truth, the unknown transcends all borders and creeds.
The saucer was spotted during an Imperial War of Succession. Beyond that, there were no meaningful details.
We must visit this soldier fellow in Garlemald and wring from him the entire tale. I agree. This is our only Yili, and we have no choice to follow up on it. To Camp Broken Glass.
Can we take your flying saucer, Poo-Poo, so I can save the money on the teleport? No. Okay. I'm just being a cheapskate. I still have this favorited in this outfit. Picture Gobo lying in the snow in pain, screaming, "My penis," exactly the way Tito does at the end of Bird Brain.
Everyone present and accounted for?
We appear to be missing Master Delian.
My apologies, I had a hunch I thought might save us some time. I spoke with some contingent officers, you see, and our Numerius is on the roster of allied Imperial troops.
That does certainly make things easier, and were they able to point you the direction of this Numerius's chap's posting?
Yes, Numerius is currently with his unit organizing a supply dump at Forum Pattons. We should head over there and hope he can spare a few moments to talk. The chill here seeps right to your bones. How are you all not shivering in that unseasonal attire?
Oh, a Manderville man on a mission feels neither heat nor cold.
Not sure how one's frame of mind can overcome the reality of frostbite. Then again, reality always seems relative around the Mandervilles. Why is Godbert a Hildibrand? Godbert is Hildibrand's dad. And the richest man in the world. Much, much earlier in the game, we were obliged to rub oil into Godbert's naked form in the main story quest. If you really want the pinnacle of the Manderville, though, it's not the Manderville men. It's the Godbert's wife, the Manderville woman, who is the true pinnacle of strength and she can beat me any day. Hey, Delian. I like that the conspiracy theorist is a straight man this time around. Just emphasizes the absurdity of the Mandervilles. Just making the person playing the straight man more and more unhinged. Hello, is there a Numerius here? I'm Delian, editor-in-chief of the Favnarian Truth, and I've come to follow up on your eyewitness account. The editor-in-chief himself. What an honor. Of course, there was more to the story, but everything I know was in my submission. I've not left to tell. Unless you've something else to share. Didn't you say you saw the saucer as well? Oh, I did more than just see it. This was around the time when the fighting with Nerva's faction had escalated to all-out war, you understand. I'd been assigned to an anti-aircraft cannon and was actively surveying for enemies when the silver vessel flew into view. Some new kind of war machina, I presumed, so I opened fire and knocked it out of the sky. Presumed? You never got to look at the wreckage? We were at war. Wasn't about to venture onto the battlefield to indulge my curiosity. It's probably still out there, somewhere.
We have to find that flying, or should I say fallen, silvery saucer. We have an idea of where it crashed.
Not an exact location, no. Then we'd best have the god's own luck. Garlemald's capital region encompasses malms and malms of icy wilderness. If I may, do you happen to remember the approximate speed and bearing of the saucer, and the position and firing angle of the cannon?
Oh, more or less, I think. An artillerist without a head for numbers wouldn't be long for the profession. Well, you see, it was mathematics, mathematics.
Ah, that should be sufficient, yes. Ballistic calculations. Ballistic calculations. And don't forget to take into account the Coriolis force. I have it. The starship impacted the Earth 1,360 yalms to the northeast of our current location, give or take a few yalms. How in the seven hells did you arrive at that conclusion?
Elementary algebra, my dear Dalian. Assuming the craft belonging to Master Pooper's comrade is a similar construction, determining its trajectory is trivial.
My brilliant clone, ladies and gentlemen, was about to offer the self-same conclusion, and once again he's beaten me to the punch.
Hooray for Inspector Brandehild! It seems I have stolen my progenitor's thunder. My apologies.
My god, I love Brandehild.
1,360 or so yalms in the northeast of here. That improves the chances of our search from near hopeless to rather hopeful. Let's go find this fallen saucer, shall we?
My god. I love Inspector Brandehild so much. I set this glam for the absurdity, but who is this mysterious man this time around? But maybe I should say I have this outfit for Inspector Brandehild. Wah, wah. I mean, you can hardly call it a man, so, you know. Can you even feed estrogen to a polygon clone? There's only one way to find out. Oh, we have to turn it into polygon estrogen first. On the way out of here, we need to grab that northern area because I haven't filled this map yet. Half-buried pot. A pot half buried in the snow, nothing alien to speak of. Pervert, you're not even hiding. You're not even doing a good job. Stalker-san. Does it fool everyone else, or are they just, like... Are they just tolerating it? Like, you know he can't, you know he smells bad enough that they can't not know that he's here. Hot soup, blazing hearth. Nashu's fallen asleep, and the smell of rank stalker is making her dream of cheese soup. Hey, Delian, what have you to say? Oh, to always have such precise coordinates when hunting otherworldly phenomenon. We'll just look behind the tree real quick. Nothing. Scratched metal plating. Well, that's probably what we're looking for.
Oh, such an invigorating climate.
There's the scorched metal plating. There's the black metal debris. Let's just talk to everyone and then go look at the debris. Wherever could it be?
Oh, silence, please. I must still my mind and rest afield with my senses.
Had someone thought to record the wind speed and direction, I may have calculated the crash site to the nearest ilm instead.
You're doing okay. You got us this far. Promising at first glance, closer inspection reveals the debris to be the wreckage of some vanquished war machina. And the scorched metal plating. Scorched and twisted scrap of metal plating. A starship like Poo-Poo's could well have been reduced to a similar state were it hit by artillery rounds. Oh no. Oh no. Poor Poo-Poo. His best friend in the universe. Blown up in the middle of a civil war. Truly, truly, violence always bears unexpected consequences.
Oh, what can be found there, Gobo?
An exterior panel. This is from my friend's starship, I'm sure of it. Debris from the crash landing. I see no other pieces in the immediate vicinity. It means the vessel may have weathered the barrage and made good its escape. Another possibility is your comrade recovered most of the wreckage, or some as-yet unknown part he did.
Saying someone may have made off with our cosmic visitor? Sus and all. I say that's an altogether different kind of alien abduction.
Has anyone seen Nashu?
Now that you mention it, where is my loyal assistant?
Pervert! Help! You've got to help! My beloved Miss Nashu has been kidnapped! Some cad claiming to be an agent of Dr. Lugai came and took her away. He told me to tell you, and I quote, "If you want your precious companion returned alive, Gobo must present herself at the Tower of Babel, specifically the Magitech serving facility, and don't forget that part."
The gall, the temerity, the audacity. My stalwart aide spirited away under my very nose.
My apologies, but who are you? A close acquaintance of Nashu, I assume? Me? Oh no, I wish. I just happened to be passing through the snowfield. I'm a snowflake inspector, you see. No two alike and all that. Anyway, enough about me. You need to go save Miss Nashu.
At last, a chance to stretch my legs. What say you, my son? Shall we get this rescue mission underway? Indeed we shall.
They left without us, even though this doctor fellow asked for you by name. Curious. Okay. I've collected what evidence remains of the crash, but solving the mystery will have to wait. In case of the abducted assistant calls. Proceed. An instance. Meanwhile, at the Tower of Babel. All shall fall before Supre Lagai. With his new and improved body, revenge will finally be mine.
You will release Nashu this instant.
What are you two doing here? I specifically asked for the adventurer. Begone before I unleash my fury prematurely.
Oh, this promises to be a proper battle. I see no reason to trouble Gobo. We'll tackle this menace as father and son, the Manderville men, together. Agreed.
I will not waste my appetite for vengeance on the side dishes. Hired thugs, time to earn your pay.
Ooh, a little warm-up before the main event.
That's one way to think of the ad phase. Get them!
Oh, okay, apparently I'm Godbert. Raided the Gentleman combo. Manderville Sprint. Drop Kip. Lariat. Okay.
My lackeys.
Have been found lacking. Come out and face your fate.
Insolent worms. The sun will be the first to die. Aha! Swammy missiles? Then enjoy some leftover War Machina! I know, right? I'm using diversion.
You'll need to do better than that.
Ah! My War Machina. If reasonable means fail, then unreasonable measures are called for.
Stand back, Hildibrand. Let your old man handle this.
Damn, I wish my tank could do that.
Stop them all? By sidestepping?
Ow, my voice.
Very well, it seems I must crush you myself.
Oh, finally decided to take us seriously, have you? Prepare to pay for your crimes, Doctor.
Oh, I hope that didn't kill the stream from internet failure. I get the sense that Hildibrand's actually my HP bar here.
My plans are in ruins. I'll bring this place down on your heads.
The doctor leaves himself wide open. Let us seize the advantage.
Limit break.
That was silly.
Now's our chance.
And then we'll arrive just in time to take the credits. Underpants hammer bolster indeed.
The Manderville Man.
Wow.
Victorious again.
Ah, things seem well in hand. Don't get ahead of yourself. There you are, my loathsome nemesis. I saved something special just for you.
No, Brenda Hill. I'm a tank. I can take it. Let me take the tank buster. I can pop my mitigation. No, last time someone used a shield to save me, it went very badly. No, 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 game, no, 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 game, no. Game, no. Okay, this is acceptable. If that shield breaks, I'm gonna be so mad. I had flashbacks to the vault right there. No! I missed the goal. Oh, that was a lovely nap. Oh, did someone build a Magitech servicing facility while I was asleep?
Nicely done, Inspector Branderheld. Once more the clone has put the original to shame.
Inspector, please. I am but a pale imitation of your ideal.
I knew keeping company with the famous Gobbo would lead me to a worthy challenge. Worthy of breaking a sweat, at least.
You've done all the work for me.
Work? To this? It was but a playful skirmish compared to your usual do-or-die dilemmas. Ah, the villain vanquished, and Nashu's returned to us safe and sound. I say we head back to Rataton to regroup and rethink our position. Your comrade yet lives, Master Poo-Poo. I am certain of it. Take heart, and let us continue the search.
Are we gonna pick up Lugai and like put him back in jail, or no? Okay. Also, that scene alone justified this ridiculous armor. That little sidekick was like perfect in this. I remember standing in the snow and dreaming of being warm, and then suddenly I wasn't cold anymore. Isn't that odd? Maybe I should fall asleep in uncomfortable places more often. I don't know what I would have done had Miss Nashu been armed. Clearly I need to track her comings and goings even more closely. You did good. Take a bath. Maybe talk to her.
To Garlemald and back have we journeyed, but this is just the beginning of the case of the silent correspondent. Come, my friends, the shard of saucer we secured shall lead us onwards to new discoveries.
Wait for me, Inspector. I don't know which way is onwards.
I should follow him, shouldn't I? Wait for me.
That bracing melee was just what the chirurgeon ordered. A spot of exertion that stimulates the mind, and I find myself ready to grapple with the finer points of forging again. Your assistance in this historic reproduction of the Mandeville weaponry would be, as always, most welcome. You just have to do your daily roulettes, and I know that that's hard on Dynamis before work in the mornings, but maybe you could find some time, possibly, to get some tomestones? Until our next meeting.
Maybe if they didn't look like ass. I'm not gonna lie, I looked up the Mandeville weapons and they kind of look like ass, so I don't wanna.
Well, thank you for assisting with my investigations, Gobo. Once again, our travels were rife with inexplicable phenomenon, but I'm no closer to exposing Poo-Poo's well-concealed conspiracy.
There is none.
He'll slip up one day, though, and you and I will be there to catch him.
Let me eat one slice of the pizza I was brought. Or one bite of it, at least. I don't have really any appetite right now. Somewhere in Thafnir.
You took my coin and you failed. What audacity that you should return, seeking my largesse once more. I deserve your scorn, but I promise you, your plans are in danger so long as that tenacious pest yet lives. I know of a path to victory, a forbidden path, one which demands the manifestation of the divine. We're gonna get a primal.
You have my attention.
Who are these men and what do they want?
Dum, bum, bum. And yet, what you don't expect, a blocky man of quality, Inspector Brandehild. That face for sure, but as sharp as a tack. See ya, Inspector. Yay, everyone has value, even Inspector Brandehild.
But also you don't need to have value to exist in the universe, and that's just not great. I kind of want to go hunting around for Nashu and her stalker. But also, I don't really have the time. Let's continue. Delian. My agents unknown. Gobo, eager to resume our investigations? I know I am. You recall that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Inspector Brandahild has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater whole. He's concluded the vessel would be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. A most likely scenario, then, is some unknown agent made off with our starship wreckage, along with Poo-Poo's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there's a singularly shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Let's over to Kama first. The Inspector and the others are staying in their dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. That's where Stalker will be. In Kama. Watching. Kama. Do we see our stalker boy? Yes, we do. There he is. Watching in the window. Oh no! This may not be the best time to share my conclusions. Nashu! Gobbo, I'm so worried for Master Poo-Poo. A most terrible development.
It is horrible misfortune, Gobbo. Calamitous even. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill.
Oh no. This poor little immune system can't handle things. He's so bluish green. More so, I mean.
Could he have caught a cold? I suppose it was quite chilly up there in Garlemald.
Poo-Poo's an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? Nashu's delights are the best medicine for whatever ails you, as the Inspector himself can attest.
Good gods, Nashu, you'll blow our hosts almost out to pieces. Put them away.
If I may, when I was cloned by the Inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the Starship's archives. This information included an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. A Xenoman hybrid mind that explains the impossible calculations. I have it. Master Poo-Poo is afflicted with a terrible case of the common cold. Gods give me strength. As a visitor to Atheris, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection and more likely to experience severe symptoms.
Ah, 'tis just as I surmised. We should put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health.
Even if this is common cold, isn't there a risk our medicines could do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the results of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need but gather the ingredients.
Then ingredients you shall have. What are we gathering exactly?
Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poopy's collected samples, otherwise there are only two which we lack. First of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the kapchaka which wanders salt winds welcome.
Ah, the slaughtering of monstrous opponents. That sounds like a job for Gobo.
Murder. The other material in question is a rare fungus known as damp shroom, which I'm hoping can be found among the Great Works' extensive stock of alchemical reagents.
Very well. Noshu, Delian, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask you to remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient.
Inspector Brandehild, you're such an expert on all things Thavner. Oh, well, I wouldn't say expert. Simple conclusions drawn from simple observations, nothing more. She's so shy. As I said, I'm hoping the alchemists have the damp shroom we need, but it is really quite rare. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus?
And let us not prolong Master Poo-Poo's suffering a moment longer.
Don't you shrug, Delian. Seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. Delian is such an asshole. Oh my god. I'm sorry to say, I don't think estrogen could fix her. Let's go to Hildibrand and kill some turtles. Easy peasy, pudding and pie. Well, how goes the ingredient hunt?
Oh, I have every confidence you'd bring us a suitable liver. Alas, this dank shroom yet eludes us.
Alchemist said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time.
Then I must put my keen inspector sense to work. Stand back whilst I attune myself to the essence of the dank. 420 blaze it.
Damp. The word is damp shroom. You'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities.
It's close, my friends, and getting closer as we speak.
Hey, you folk are in the market for damp shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. But how?
We certainly are, my fine fellow.
Trustworthy trader. Trust. Right then, if you give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction on the perfumed ryes. Was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. Though in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildibrand, preternatural perception is one of his least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. Hi, pervert. Hiding back there. Following along. You should just join the party already. Oh my god. Dude. Take a shower and join the party. Stop hiding over here. Okay, you've already proven that you're got everyone's interests at heart. Just
Minimize the creep factor, hey?
Ah, you're here. Good, good. Here's the damp shroom as promised. Oh, glad we offer your assistance.
Not so fast. There's still the matter of payment.
Of course. How much do we owe you, my good man?
Considering the extreme rarity of the fungus in question, I couldn't let it go for less than 1,000,000 gil. Now let me go raid the company coffers. 1,000,000 gil for one measly mushroom. That's outright robbery. A bargain, I counter. You'd pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need, but I'm more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit on my generosity.
Ask you, how fare we for coin?
Well, plumb out, Inspector.
And this is a pretty pickle. Where would you obtain sufficient funds at such short notice?
Let me hit up the Grand Company chest. I have an orchestrion roll collecting problem. Gotta buy them all. 1,000,000 gil was it? Let's go to the company chest.
Gobo, our savior, you're in every sense of the word. Give that man nothing.
It's the cops.
Have you now, deceitful scum? Your swindling days are over.
Okay, I don't have to worry about filing paperwork with Alabali. Yay.
Rattad Hans, city guard, at your service. We received reports of the man's questionable activities, and he's been keeping an close eye on him ever since. Damp shroom is a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price the charlatan quoted you was, quite frankly, ludicrous. Thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you're welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Very much so. That's very magnanimous of you.
Yay. Got a fungus. You think I enjoy tricking fools out their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. Bastard.
He blames a rising star among the merchant princes for his woe. Van Hoody, I believe his name was, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy. Put a lot of people out of work. Van Hoody. I know that name. Something about the acquisitions deal gone sour. Father willing to sell him a slice of his Hunnish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family business in its entirety. Really, there's no telling how deep the coffers of this Van Hoody are, nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such a kingly wealth so damn fast. There were whispers, though, that he solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary problem, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Unlikely to say the least, but whatever source of Van Hoody's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He's bought an historic temple to serve as his home, commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh?
Le problema es el capitalismo. Oh, that swindling case had been at least started before you solved it, Inspector.
All in a day's work, my dear Nachu. I believe our business in the Scented Hill is concluded. Let's hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Brandahild, shall we?
Yeah. I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of divine manifestation. The stench of failure yet clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe.
I was kind of hoping that Pervert would be like, oh, I have to warn them. Like, I don't know. I kind of liked when Pervert, like, being a weird stalker leads to, like, awareness. Obviously you should not stalk people. That is not cool and is in fact super lame. I forgot to explore the rest of Garlemald like I said I should. Oh well. We'll catch these two places and then go into the city proper. Hi, Ruhawan. Bye, Ruhawan. What was that you were muttering about public indecency? I don't know what you could possibly mean. I'm just enjoying the climate. You wouldn't dare threaten a close personal friend of the Satrap. Hey. Mr. Pervert, come on inside, for fuck's sake, eh? Here you go, Brandahild. Inspector Hildibrand tells me you have the liver to go with this damp shroom? Yep. Thank liver to go with damp shroom. A fine specimen, thank you. We'll be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let's convey Master Poo-Poo outside that we may administer his medicine as soon as it's ready. This should be sufficiently remote. Allow the craft come to us and we can commence the treatment. Pervert's still hiding over there. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. Master Poo-Poo recovered his strength in mere moments. It seems his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology. I came here from another world, a stranger you've no cause to trust. Yet you've treated me so kindly. The people of the star are so very welcoming.
You're our dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. It's our pleasure to help.
It will be my pleasure to harm. I'll not fall for the same trick twice.
No! It's like the vault all over again. Aww. Thanks, Hildy. I am a tank, though. I could have just, like, mitigated that. I have mitigation. I've learned how to push those buttons. Impudent worms, taste my full power. Basketball star Nashu. No, she missed. It's a rim shot. Not again. Hi, Dr. Lugay. You know all Dr. Lugay needs to do is stop fucking with us and he's free? Yeah. Don't you dare disparage Team Rocket like that. Team Rocket saves the world on the regular. You took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand, somewhat singed, but apparently unharmed. I've pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours, and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien?
A fine jest. I assure you I am without a doubt Uldanborn Mandeville of terrestrial Huron stock.
He's Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and the inspector extraordinaire. What more do you need to know?
Where to even begin? But never mind, we have more pressing matters. Such as locating Master Poo-Poo's missing comrade. It is time we reopened the case of the silent correspondent.
Yes, exactly. I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. The Sharlians. I'm all but certain they've allied with insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. I'll wager we'll find what we're looking for in Old Sharlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. The Sharlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less aliens, and the Loporrits don't count. While Mr. Dalian's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand Sharlian sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomenon. Mayhap their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. I've spoken half turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness.
Nay, my friend, I too sense our path points to the Isle of the Archons. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Sharlian immediately.
Oh no, is it going to bite me in the ass again that I have never unlocked flying in the labyrinth? Yes! Jess! Why are you so mean to me? Why is my girlfriend so mean to me? There we go. Not from around here. With a question mark reward.
Sharlian awaits. We need only charter a suitable sea vessel.
But of course, but does not the city lie many days to sail to the north? Is there no swifter means of reaching our destination? Well, we could use the Aetherite.
So this experimental Aetherite will allow us to teleport thither even absent attunement? Splendid! Then we shall avail ourselves of this technological marvel forthwith.
My god, do I need to speak with Kitty? I get to go here for free because it's still my home point. Aha. Hey Kitty, bring them here. Oh, seriously, that pervert should actually just join the party at this point, I swear. Taking etheric sickness like a champ. Oh, when you travel the cosmos as much as I have, teleportation's not the least bit disconcerting. How severe is your aether sickness, Master Poo-Poo? I hope Dalian wasn't too attached to his breakfast. Oh God, save me.
So this is the city of learning. A sophisticated gentleman should feel right at home here.
How are you not all sick to your stomachs?
Experimental aetherites make travel exponentially more fun.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm the only normal person in this group of eccentrics.
But that's not the time to succumb to nausea. Not here in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it Charlie and secret agents travel the star in search of specimens, which they collect and bring home in service of a confidential research project. Said project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. If we're to find alien answers, then that's where we need to look. Labyrinthos? That's not a military facility.
I say, this Labyrinthos sounds promising. I say we head down there and make inquiries as to the whereabouts of our missing alien friend. We'll simply take the lift from the Hall of Artifice, yes? Let's be on our way.
Yeah, I figured that they wouldn't be able to get down there immediately. They don't have the authorization. Hi, Atlas. Hi, Chamberlain. It's me running around mostly naked in the Senate again. Bringing weapons into the rotunda. What are you gonna do about it? Ha 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 ha. I'll never not get a kick out of doing that. Hello, can we just come in the side here? We can. Note to self, in the future, just come in the side door. Oh my god. Why do I keep coming in the front? I mean, besides scandalizing the senators.
These must be the lifts in question.
Do you wish to descend into Labyrinthos, madam? My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure proper permissions before we can allow them entrance.
If it's assurances you need, then surely a single glance is all you require to judge us trustworthy.
I could certainly make some judgments, but that's neither here nor there. Admission to the labyrinth is subject to forum policy.
You're the ones who should be judged. I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it!
Xenotechnology? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again do our paths cross in most serendipitous fashion. Hi, Godbert.
Father, what business brings you to Charlian? I'm in search of a certain object, one crucial to continued refinement of the Mandeville weaponry. My investigations lead me to believe it's to be found here in Labyrinthos. And as you also seem to have business down below. As my son and his bosom companions, if I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift?
Master Godbert Mandeville, the forum sent word of your impending arrival. As a member of the Syndicate, your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to 5 members. Pray consider their permissions arranged.
I know not your current mission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archeon.
Well, those 5 can go with Godbert, and then I have my own permission. So, yeah, we can all go. Okay, I was like, there's 6 of us. And then I remembered I can go. Oh no! Pervert, you're blocked! Oh no. Whatever will we do without Nashu's stalker? Is he gonna find his way?
are we going? The Archeon. I haven't done my flying here. It's so embarrassing. Did Stalker find his way down? Somehow? This is so sad. Ushutari. Thank you for plucking our star from the jaws of destruction. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Ushutari is not pervert in disguise. I'm not gonna lie, I feel in danger without the pervert here keeping an eye out. We're underground, but above ground at the same time. An underground archive with such extravagant recreation of an outdoor habitat? What innocent purpose could this possibly serve? Oh, but of course, the performing simulations hone their strategy for aiding the aliens in their invasion of the world above.
From what Father tells me, this storage facility is replete with samples and specimens collected from every land on Aetheris. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashed spaceships, I'm sure it's these studious folk.
Yay.
Shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, we have no record of any such object in our archives, either in whole or in part.
Aww.
So you would have us believe, for the purpose of this complex, this military fortress is plain. You cannot deny you're conducting secret research on alien starships.
We're not conducting secret research on alien starships. There, he just denied it. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Thalmazane, but that was neither for military purposes nor of extraterrestrial origin.
Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine, I'll dig up the facts myself, and everyone will hear what you're really up to. While I cannot assist you with the missing craft, I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance to your companion here. You do? And where was this, pray tell? At Merrill Agronomics in the medial circuit. The lift at the back of the building will take you down there. Many thanks, my good man. Oh well, it seems you found yourselves a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I'll bid you good hunting and good day. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the agent of inquiry. And friends is in order. To Merrill Agronomics we go.
Oh no. I'm being shown that I cannot fly here again. It's off to the southwest. It's down there. There's Thalmazane. And there's the side quests, and it's so embarrassing. Stray Tomato, save me. Wow. I'm sorry, what? Why? I'm 10 levels over you. Why did you aggro? You want to die? You saw it was literally asking for it. Hello, agriculturalist. Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the mandragoras. But if it's as you say, it's something else you're after, then I'm not sure I can be of much help. I've only just started working here, so you may have more luck asking older hands. I'm concerned that Poo-Poo's friend may have died of a common cold at some point.
You must be talking about one of them new mandragora strains. We picked up a batch of bright blue stray onions, but I'm afraid they started to rot almost immediately. Well, not a mandra, you say? Well, the only other bluish things I can think of here are the grapes. Look how luscious the crop turned out.
They were better when they were crossed pings. Everyone agrees. Lala, felon agriculturalist.
Yeah, the little blue man. Saw him with my own two eyes, I did. It was no mandragora. A gleaner in the company of an outside visitor passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there, only this friend you described was scuttling along with them. I don't know what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long.
Has Pervert made his way down here yet? Pervert's stuck upstairs.
How can anyone ever mistake me for a mandragora? We look nothing alike. Master Pooper's found a new friend. Maybe they can help us find the old one.
How wonderful. This corroborates the information I but moments ago skillfully squirreled from this farmer. He claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question, in fact, and will bring him to talk to us shortly.
Oh, please be the cute dark bun boy.
Let's round up the others. We should all be present to hear what revelations the professorial collector has to share.
Let's go, Gleaner. Blah, my voice is angry.
The folk asking about the blue man, yeah? Oh, and you brought someone who's practically identical. You must be the same species, surely. My friend was really here, then? Certainly were. If you moment or three, I'll tell you the whole tale. Begin with the beginning. I was in Thavnair on a procurement mission when I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As I mentioned, the companion was almost your twin in appearance, and the wagon they rode upon bore a damaged vessel like to which I'd never seen before. Could it be? As a collector by trade, I have certain weakness for oddities, and thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire about his company and their cargo. The man was only happy to share his story. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into war-torn lands of Garlemald to sell his wares, reasoning that was where where there was conflict there'd be need for medicinal goods. The state of affairs was either more volatile than he anticipated, and he was soon forced to abandon the venture. So the apothecary began his long trek home, only to shortly thereafter discover a strange silvery ship, and its shaken pilot crash-landed in a snowfield. Cannot be a coincidence. Story continues. After extricating the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, we brought them home to Radzatan. His guests wished to make repairs to the craft, and even among the wonders of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring the wreckage itself to Labyrinthos, and after they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, even the Thalmazane engineers who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding this technology impossible to comprehend, let alone replicate. The little blue fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics, and while the engineers followed those step by step to craft the essential bits and bobs, the apothecary and his companion were waiting around here in Merrill. And then what happened?
Well, once our industrious visitor had what they needed, they repaired the ship vessel in a twinkling. The pair then departed almost immediately, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineer's services, but being typical Charlians, I wager they would have happily forfeited the coin for the chance to work over every square ilm of that ship. Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm beginning to think such incredible vessel must have been some kind of starfaring craft. And that little blue man, well, he must have been an alien from another world. Huh? Or I'd like to believe. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnarian truth, you see. I love to entertain these idle flights of fancy. But I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. Can it be? I have a readership in Charlian? Perhaps I've misjudged these people. Yes, you have.
Twould seem your comrade is hale and hearty, Master Poo-Poo, and in the company of a Hannish alchemist of some undisclosed description.
Yes, this is wonderful news. I'm grateful indeed we've made the journey.
I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let us return to the Rattatan and continue the search.
Back to Radzatan. No more shall people be aware of my lack of flying in Labyrinthos. Note to self, unlock flying in Labyrinthos.
Summarize our findings. We now know Master Poo-Poo's friend is safe and in the company of a Hannish gentleman, possibly here on this very isle.
Oh, that does sound promising.
Father, you returned to the city. Just this means your own investigation was successful. That it was, although laying hands on the object of my desire has been a long and frustrating ordeal, to say the least. Much painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Menderville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet though I turned our ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. The reason for its absence became clear when I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. He wrote of a visiting scholar's keen interest in the relic and how he thus surrendered it to Charlian's safekeeping for study. The trail led me to Labyrinthos, and as it turns out, the Charlians never did find time to conduct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in a dusty corner of the Archeon, still awaiting processing. And here it is, an oddity every bit as perplexing as Gildbrand's cipher-bound manual. How are we to liberate its hidden wisdom?
Oh, I can help you with that. These devices were made by the Mandervillians, a starfaring race with whom we once traded.
Are the Mandervilles aliens?
Starfaring? Mandervillians?
Yes, a highly involved species with a mastery of advanced technologies. Our people shared ideas and inventions, so I'm quite familiar with your family's relic. If we so wish, we can have the device project whatever images were stored upon it. A darkened room would afford us the clearest view, however.
And let us retire to our rooms in Karma and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in optimal conditions.
I just realized I forgot to leave Labyrinthos and see if Pervert was still out there, feeling sad. Oh no. Okay, yay, he made it. Good. I was worried we left him in Charlian.
Mandervillians. Coincidental naming, or is there a deeper connection?
Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us.
I am Godbrand, Wanderer of the Stars and Weaponsmith Extraordinaire. First Lord of House Manderville. This is the Godbrand, our founding father. I record this message to my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. The tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. As of mine, I'm not a man born of the star, or even a man at all. I am of the Mandervillians, a race which hails from the far side of the great expanse. Mandervillians are parasitic symbiotes. We can only survive by bonding with other life forms. Once our essence has taken root, we supplant the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with a steel-like resilience.
I knew there was something alien about that impossible imperviousness.
Then, through the conjuring of a compatible host bodies, we produce offspring which harbor the next generation of Mandervillians. This symbiotic variant eventually takes the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was that our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. Until, tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Every planet upon which we Mandervillians resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were brought to ruin by life forms suddenly twisted into horrific nightmares. That sounds rather familiar. Even stars far removed in time and space were ravaged by the final days.
Well, yeah, we know that because, like, the freaking poor bird girl was singing her song of despair at the entire universe. Oh, it hit Poo-Poo's homeworld, too.
Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded a ship and fled into the starry night. We flew until we found a planet, your planet, untouched by the phenomenon, but the rigors of the journey had so damaged our craft we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death, but even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found upon by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, Mandervillians do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, this sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. He was himself afflicted by an incurable malady, and with little time left to live, seemed content to know his ailing body could provide safe haven for another. With his blessing, I set about transferring my essence. The man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty. Yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. I went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. I wed a local lass, and together we had a child. Though not pure Mandevillian, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology. A boon I suspect will be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Manderville.
The gasp.
My dear descendants, the folk of the star are most fragile, yet the first man I encountered to demonstrate they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. As the last of the Mandevillians, I have but one request to make of you. Pray employ your superlative abilities and my armory of Mandeville ornaments for the benefit of the world, of the wonderful peoples whom I hold in the highest regard.
What an astounding development.
I, Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Mandeville, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebearer. No case is too big nor too small should it be in service of my fellow man.
He learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being, and it's still business as usual. But wait a minute. Then why is Lady Julian so monstrously strong? Is she a descendant of aliens too?
Well, that's most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. I do wonder if the self-same blood runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced over years ago suggests that, but 'tis unimportant. My present purpose remains unchanged. I'll bring our Mandeville weaponry to the peak of perfection, for Gilded and the good of our star. Before I forget, I have a gift for you, Gobo. Pray await me at the Aetherite Plaza, and I'll bring it to you forthwith.
I don't want to do the Manderville weapons. It's so many tomestones. Like, the thing that made me so, like, freaking... The thing that made me so like the, ARR relic was that it was just so much different shit. And, like, yeah, it was a lot, and it was kind of a pain in the ass, but, like, you could do it, like, a little bit at a time and hang out with friends, and it was cool. And this is just like, I do roulettes. It doesn't seem very interesting. Galleon. Some truths can shatter the foundations of beliefs when brought to light. I have to say, this wasn't one of them. The more staggering discovery was that I had devoted readers in Charlian. Those who peruse my publications are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deception, without exception. I've misjudged the Charlian people. They're not collaborators or the architects of conspiracy. They're but seekers of knowledge, unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. Yeah. That Master Poo-Poo, though, that one still has ulterior motives. I'd bet my life on it. Stand ready, for we'll have need of your strength when he shows his true colors.
I hope you've not been waiting long. Here's the gift I mentioned. Master Poo-Poo's earnest quest inspired me to indulge in a spot of clockwork companionship between
weaponsmithings. I get my own poo-poo.
I thought it only fitting you be one to care for this diminutive simulacrum. Consider a memento of your adventures together.
Yeah.
As for our man for the weaponry project, your assistance is still very much welcome. Until then, my dear Gobo.
Wind up, poo-poo. Not just a minion, a wind-up poo-poo. Oh my god. Elsewhere in Thavner. That's right, we haven't dealt with this primal thing that Lugay's bosses did. Or are going to do. And I'm betting Lugay's bosses are the people who had Poo-Poo's friend. Poo-Poo's friend might even be the villain here.
Lord Van Hoody, I come with ill tidings. Professor Lugay set an ambush for his nemesis, who was once again defeated. His current whereabouts are unclear. What blithering dolt.
Combat portions? OMG.
No matter, preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned.
I am concerned Delian might have been on to something about the alien invasion. Poo-Poo, your friend. Those combat portions. Okay. Sure, let's push through to the end, because there's combat portions. I will make more obnoxious eating noises into my microphone. Alrighty. Well, before anything else. We have Poo-Poo now. Yes, that was a poo-poo joke. My brilliance knows no match. Delian, let's get to whatever mysterious combat portion's on the way before Halabali shows up. Of duplicity and duplication. Ah, Gobo, you're just in time to assist in my latest fact-finding expedition. A recent foray into Charlian revealed Pupu's friend was in the company of the Hanish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavner. I contacted my usual sources for local sightings, but they had none to share. I thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow. Surely someone will have heard the tale of an apothecary bold enough to set a shop in the Garlean battlefield. Inspector and others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city or in the Great Work. I believe they moved their investigation to Yetlamad. I suggest we hurry over and join them. I cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. To Yetlamad. Come, my fake poo-poo. Real poo-poo, meet fake poo-poo. Oh, where is Stalker? Stalker, I'm glad to say you're here still. Oh, my friend is an exceptional individual, capable of astounding feats I could never accomplish without the help of my starship's equipment. That's not ominous at all. What else can you tell?
I see the two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectorial genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans are often the most ardent.
As a matter of fact, we're just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo-Poo's comrade. I mean to say, I'm merely following the inspector's wake.
You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Branderhild.
It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you in any respect, for I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that.
Stuff and nonsense. Clone or not, self-depreciation's unbecoming a Manderville man.
Exactly. The things you can do are amazing. Oh, I don't know about that.
'Twas you who saved Gobo from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as audacious as mine. Your rapid reasoning is nonetheless quite effective.
It's kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are of some small assistance. To modest my half, I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original.
That's enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let's spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary.
Okay. I'm gonna make a quick run around before I do anything. I'm hoping, my hope is, that the little pervert guy is talking to someone and helping. Perhaps if I emulated Inspector Hildibrand's cavalier aptitude, I could be of greater use in our investigations. No, you're fine. Inspector Branderhild possessed of a brilliant mind. If you were willing to work for the Thavnarian truth, I'd employ him in a heartbeat. Hi, merchant. I should do my job while I'm spying around. I know many merchants who travel abroad, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. Mad or desperate? Hello, fishmonger? Do I know any apothecaries in Rattatan? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me with the civil war raging and the world almost ending. Oh, you're still keeping an eye out. While everyone else does the work. Well, we'll get you on board one of these days. Hello, fisherman.
Yeah, I know the one of whom you speak. Fellow fisherman told me a friend of his, apothecary, set off for Warntorn Garlemald to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I've no interest in the affairs of such men, but you do, I take it. So I suggest you head to Sequoiac to hear the tale yourself. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering shellfish. Shellfish.
Selfish, shellfish. Sell. Selfish, shellfish, sell like swell fish. Aha! Oh, one took me a moment. Blame my sick. Dork. Hey, Hildibrand, I'm trying to talk to you.
Ah, Gobo, I hope your questioning bore fresher fruit than mine.
Yeah. It certainly bore a fruit.
Oh, good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Let's gather the troops and pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman.
It was pretty good. I'm a genius. I always say so. It's this guy. A suspicious individual, I think. Oh, no, it's not.
A real the story of my apothecary friend? Oh, you must mean Barasef. Well, I was near enough calling it a day anyways. Here's what I can tell you. Barasef comes from a very poor family. Growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose these experiences are what lead to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most gil. But his stocks never sold as well as he hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war is the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, and while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Barasov was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing he'd found in the snowfields had given him. Much cause to celebrate. He said he'd learn how to create gold. I must admit I laughed at first, but then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, and after proclaiming himself a merchant prince, even changed his name to Van Hoody, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine.
Van Hoody.
Name I've heard. He's the rising star in the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right. Van Hoody has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnar, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of the Odlamod. The dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he converted the Gilded Araya into private abode, and has been filling it with every rare treasure of gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Asura. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child.
I've encountered much Monsieur and miracle lore in Ratatan, but I recall no mention of this Asura.
It's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she's not well loved by the common folk. Barasov's different, though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Asura whom he prays for victory. And damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became a merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know.
Bye, good luck with the clam sales.
About that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and his upstart merchant prince were one and the same.
Might we assume this blessing he stumbled upon was a certain alien craft and its occupant? I'm sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us folk when you were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like their odds against that thing.
Sounds like a case for Inspector Hildibrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith.
Pat pat, Cassie. Water. Always hydrate when sick.
I thought you destroyed that monster.
I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, and I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he's proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lesson, shiny skull man?
Lesson? What are you on about? Oh, cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Van Hoody's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule.
Van Hoody, the merchant who tried to buy Viedlamod? So he put you up to this.
Curses, how did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan?
You just blurted it out.
Silence. No one who learns of our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms.
Thanks, Godbert. Once again, doing my job for me. Oh, there's more. Hi.
3 more sinister skullmen. Was the doctor a quadruplet?
Mommy! Hi!
Mother?
Vexatious famine. This will soften you up.
Teamwork, Mommy.
A lucky hit.
Uh-oh. Run, Nashu. Just calmly walk around. Cool girls don't look at explosions. They just calmly jog away.
One last pitch.
Bung.
That was my fastball.
come to expect father's sudden appearances, but what brings you here, mother?
A proposition from that merchant Van Hootie, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager of Manderville and Manderville, and we're just on our way to the bloke's mansion.
I've already refused Master Van Hootie once before when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It's quite an attractive offer, considering fine jewelry is our stock and trade. We thought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he would purposefully command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port.
I can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did these lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility has analyzed an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. A requisite supply of aether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Core, you do know a lot about it. A lot, Inspector Brandehild. Even alien spaceships. Well, there's no great achievement. As I mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's owning archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Van Hootie's using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? We share the same suspicions, Master Delian. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals.
Of course. It is the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one must further assume Van Hootie is either threatening or deceiving Master Poo-Poo's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action's clear. We march right up to this gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage.
Or his friends in cahoots. I think we've realized his friends in cahoots.
Must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, you may as well come with us. Van Hootie's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate.
We still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. Well, Godbert, lead the way.
Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Van Hootie's pilot atop the rise just south of Kajaya's footsteps.
I imagine we're going to be meeting Halabali there as well. Halabalivana has logged in. If anyone else is watching who plays on Marilith and has this unlocked and wants to go into it with me, meet me there. Because I have a nagging feeling that the airship is going to be the start of this little trial-ish thing. I imagine it's going to be 8-player because most things are. Oh, I went too far. I thought it was going to be up there.
Lord Godbert, Lady Julian. And Entourage? Pray excuse our presumptuousness. My son and companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet with the illustrious Master von Hoody.
I see. One moment, if you please. Lord Von Hoody should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard and I'll take you there directly. Those pods look like the pods from Zot. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you traveled all the way from distant Uldar, a pleasant backdrop to our talks is the least I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is! I've been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, and now here you are, like a wish come true.
Save your art for the magistrates, Van Hoody. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease this exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master Poo-Poo at once.
Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good, I needn't waste my breath on tedious explanations then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume? I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold. That's merely the beginning. Imagine making a copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With the vaunted warrior of light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. That's not a bad idea, actually. A splendid jest, my friend.
A splendid and not at all indicative of suppressed megalomaniacal ambitions jest, yes? Of course it was. Our redoubtable Gobo would never dream of accepting such a contemptible proposal.
A pity. Yet I anticipated you'd prove an impediment to my ascension. It seems time to test Lugai's ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance of your coming. This tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had but to clone myself. After all, who's more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Zot pods. Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival.
Nay, Hildibrand, against the primal we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal.
Hey, let's go. I've been in this fight nuns. So I remember everything. Because I'm brilliant. Oh, hi. Are we sure we can't take that guy's side? I mean, isn't this gal just like... The arena's cool, the girl is gorgeous. Halabali, you're overdressed for the occasion. Love, you literally have an hourglass figure that makes people's jaws drop. Shush. You've only been on HRT for 3 months. Stop. No being self-derogatory. Anywho. I suppose... you should recruit members on a Monday night. When do I do this? Gilded Araya. Min-eye level. Silence Echo. Let's go. Recruit members. Well, that will take time. I know that vibe. That takes time. Okay, we've created the everything. Let's make sure that we have these checked so that I know that they're going on. Cade, Rui, our other tank. Kitty! Silver! Kitty didn't even read the name in Party Finder. I think Kitty is someone who I keep missing the opportunity to friend list. So I'm gonna do this. Nope, I already have Kitty as friend list. Okay. Yeah. Reminder for everyone to bring their most ridiculous glams for Hildibrand. So we just need a healer and a DPS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 DPS and a healer. So everyone needs to be dressed ridiculously for the Hildibrand stream. Let's go back to Limbs to see if we can bully anyone to join in. Halabali, if you want to drop the Party Finder reference in the Frequent Flyers Discord, that would be awesome. I did not expect this. Rivara. I don't remember Rivara. I'm gonna invite Rivara because Rivara is a DPS. The answer may very well be no, but we'll try. Var is off to PvP. She should win a lot for me. Voice! Voice is busy. Not gonna bother Voice. Voice is obviously busy. Let's see, who else do we have online who might be interested? I don't want to be here all night, so this is... Look for anyone who doesn't look busy. O'clock. Aizen, Dantas, and Lady are busy. They're always busy. Fiero might not be busy. No, Fiero's a party member, cross-world party member, so Fiero's busy. Rivara is on the way to PvP. I mean, Voice isn't necessarily busy. Voice might not be far enough along yet. I don't know what Voice's whole jobs are. Ghost is AFK. Or we can just be patient. Hey! We're happy with a Galana. Woohoo! Told everyone that it's fine if they don't have Super Guilty. I just want to make sure we have maximum Hildibrand for Hildibrand. 'Cause you know, it is a stream. And this is the pinnacle of ridiculousness in this game. Now, if everyone but me shows up dressed as Hildibrand, I'm going to feel very out of place. Oh, Halabali's ready. Sotira. Sotira, one of the people I've missed? Nope, I have not missed Sotira. And I'll remind everyone again, because Galana and Sotira may not have been here yet for that. We just need one healer. I'll start notifying everyone again. That should trigger some healer joining. And the party finder notice. There we go. I love that everyone is being on board with finding whatever nonsense they have available. And I'm excited to see what nonsense everyone brings. I mean, no one's going to be bringing more ridiculousness than this. Will they? I think not. I do. I love this game and I love the people in it. For the most part. And the ones I don't love, I just blacklist and then they're gone and I never have to deal with them. Aha. That's the secret. Looney. Let's give everyone a moment to grab the... Grab, it does not have an E in it. Silliest glam they can, and then we go. Oh, die a lot. Hopefully not. I want to emphasize that that this is not going to be like, I mean, this is not like an EX or something. This is a Hildibrand trial. We're probably going to be fine. But I do want to, like, emphasize that I don't know what I'm doing. And we don't need to know what we're doing. And we are doing mine. That always makes things tougher. But usually in a we get to see all the mechanics sort of way, which is why I really like it. Like, seriously, if you're doing this game for the first time, you should make sure you do everything mine. If only so that makes sure you get to see all the mechanics and see all the cool stuff in older content that they put in. So, let's throw out the ready check. I trust that people will not ready up if they don't find themselves suitably silly. I see Silver, Sotira, and Looney are looking. We're all ready to die. Let's go. There's apparently a moment. Looney's ready. Silver and Sotira are looking in their glam chests. They're planning ahead. That's fine. No, this game has a tit slider. It needs to have a belly slider. Like, this is insufficient tum. Just putting that out there. Every time I see my character, I want to feed her more bagel. And of course, we're staying for the picture. I am being so demanding of people who are mostly strangers. Satira's ready. Silver and Kitty and Looney all said they were ready, so we're gonna be ready. Only if the Triad card drops. Okay. The Gilded Araya. Mine. Let's see what bullshit everyone made. This is gonna be great. It's Asura. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, what have we got? Perfect. Perfect. I love everyone.
I am Asura,
Okay.
and on battle I thrive.
I'm not gonna steal Cade's
Have
thunder.
you the courage and strength to face me?
Yes. Let's go.
Will you dodge, or will you bleed? The frail shall fall. You've not time to blink.
Ephemerality. Holy shit. Okay, that was it.
Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war.
Hi.
The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson. The weak shall perish. Hear the gleaming edge. Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Well, that's fine.
Behold the six-fold blade.
Well, I fucked that up. Thank you, Silver.
Fury be my strength. I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel.
We did it. Yay, go team.
The spirit of battle awakens.
Hi, it's you again.
Is the lesson. Show me your steel. Unmerciful light shine upon you.
That was a misclick.
Hear the gleaming edge.
It's the secret of this game. If everyone is going in a certain direction, follow them.
Behold the sixfold blade.
Okay, north, east, west, north, east, west. So, north, east, west, north, east, west.
The face of battle is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
Aha, we did something that resembled success. Only silver
Or
perished.
will you bleed?
Helps if I stand close enough to actually hit the boss.
You've not time to blink.
Ephemerality. Let's go. Let me figure out what that is. Oh, it's this one.
Show me your steel.
I'm just gonna
The frail shall fall.
that for a bit.
The spirit of battle awakens.
Hi.
Sharp is the lesson. Show me your steel. Unmerciful light shine upon you. Hear the gleaming edge.
Haha. That was suboptimal damage all over the place, but that's fine. I think I can just tank this now.
Behold the sixfold blade.
I lost track of everything. Doesn't matter. If you kill the boss, you don't have to do the mechanics. Aw. Cade didn't get the card Cade wanted. That's so sad. Well, anyone who wants to should come over here. We'll take the pose in front of this beautiful palace. Okay, and I'll take... make sure I'm not too in front of anyone. There we go. Oh, Mambo. Is everyone else doing what they want to do? Okay. Okay, well let's get this out of the way, and then when we see the poses, we'll pause. Okay, and then we'll restart the people who aren't posing. So that's Alabali, me, and this one. Whose head I don't recall. Whose name I don't recall. There you go. Alabali. Other direction, and then I'll do me. I'm doing it the wrong direction. There we go. That's good enough. Thank you, everyone who came. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I will post that after stream in the Frequent Flyers Discord. Everyone, which is apparently only silver. Okay, farewell. I think I didn't do too horrendously poorly for literally being sick.
Good show, Gobbo. Would seem you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. Any of us who speak mother and father should be informing the radiant host of the despicable Van Hoodie's wrongdoings. Irvine Asura, defeated? Turn the wheel, we flee for now. Who's flying the starship without my permission? The treasure's mine and mine alone.
You called your vessel Master Poo Poo? No, I didn't. That's my friend's ship.
It's friendship. The power of friendship, everyone.
At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand.
I'm so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it my vessel was repaired. In return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basics of starship technology. That resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state, seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle, and left me there to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction, and then I came back to reclaim my property. Experience has led me to conclude that the dominant settled life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It's the only way to guarantee our survival. But no, they're not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles, so they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. Oh no! The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Brandhild, save the day. Think, damn it, think. If I'm to stop the explosion, I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship. But I can conceive of no logical solution.
Inspector Branderhild, you must employ my father's mighty moves to repel me to the vessel.
I too have calculated that Lord Gobbert's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. But there's a flaw in your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw, and I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildibrand, it is you who must fling me.
Skyward, as only a Manderville can.
Yay! That's the wrong way.
I lost my grip.
With my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift in posture should generate enough lift and processional moment to... Yes, I can still make it! Boomerang! Oh no. It is too late. The reactor's going critical. There's only one way to save the day. no.
Jump, Brandahild, jump!
Inspector Brandahild.
Our brief time together was more than any detective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends.
You can jump! No, Brandahild.
Is this case closed for Inspector Brandahild?
Oh no.
Nay, my loyal assistant. As a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandahild has surely survived to tell the tale. We shall see him again, mark my words.
You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas.
There's not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandahild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master Poo-Poo, you are a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh?
Our home planet. It was lost to a phenomenon you call the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to search for a safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could, whether it was populated or not. If the native beings were hospitable, we could live peaceably alongside them. If not, we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was when I arrived at your miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone, where I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest you already know. Having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here when my communications received no answer. It was then I met you, Inspector Hildibrand. Those touched by the despair of final days are reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it seemed that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That said, there's nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much to ask for us to live here, on your star?
Well, of course you must stay.
Yay!
I suspect you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Mommy!
Oh, Inspector, not again! Wait for me!
Oh, never a dull moment around our Hildibrand.
At least we needn't worry about if the ship crashes, not with an impervious Mandervillian on board.
Funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Mandeville family tree, it was made clear that a lord without heirs of his own passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago.
Are you saying that you and your son are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Mandeville line? Then how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness?
When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, it is not lineage that matters, but the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Mandeville lives on through us.
But the begoggled boy can't swallow that explanation. I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be you and Hildy've tapped into that cosmic essence.
If that's the case, you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Every thing appears to be under control here, so let's return to the city, shall we?
Delia? Leave him. You can do better. Hi.
Once more do I find myself hurling at superlative speed towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Bye, see you after Dawn Trail. And Halabali has logged out. Well. Delian? Turns out you were right on almost all counts, and I hate it.
Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master Poo-Poo on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. You needn't neglect your other commitments, of course, but I would be welcome to your continued cooperation. And with that, I bid you good day.
Thank you for looking out for our beloved son. I'll be sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before you know it. Bye. God, I love a woman who could atomize me with a frying pan. I've gone up bud for beyond Frescobo, so I'd like you to have the one replicated starship we made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or other such technology, but it'll carry you through the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish. I have a spaceship now. As for the two of us, we've decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. And so this is where we say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We're fortunate indeed to have met you. Bye-bye. Oh my god, I hope I see the two of them like we see Alpha sometimes. It's gotta at some point, right? Seems Poo-Poo wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. I'm calling an end to this investigation. Your unfailing support during this ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Charlian and even travel to the surface of Moon in search of the truth. When my own conspiracies threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. But this world yet harbors its share of strange and inexplicable, not the least of which is the source of Hildibrand's impossible physiology. Not an alien, then. Mayhaps he's the product of hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past? Descendant of some gruesome biological experiment? Someone needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomenon, and I am the very man for the job. Good luck! We have an orchestrion and a key. Oh my god. And a next time on Hildibrand clip.
bum, bum, bum. But never flowed in their veins. Most of their strength enigma remains. Their clothing bespoke a gentlemanly family, the good house Manderville. An inspector is born from the heart. La la da dee dee da, la 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 dee dee da, da la la da da ba 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 da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba ba. Hey, it's Gobo. Hildibrand will return? Of course Hildibrand will return. I think if they ever didn't Hildibrand, there'd be a riot. I'm surprised that the servers didn't get burned down when there wasn't a Hildibrand and Shadowbringers. Hey. Pervert, is it you? It's Brandahild. Identified flying gentleman. Okay, I have a few things I need to do. Number one, does that give me a thing? It did not, it looks like. That's fine. What it gave me, orchestrion roll, and UFO. Let's go back to the house and then out to the nearby wilderness. And then we will fly into the sky to say farewell. Mount guide? I don't have nearly enough mounts. Remember always.
But there is, in fact... Oh, this is going to be so frustrating. Magic in the world. And let's see, is there enough people to make it worth going off to raid? Nope. Go forth wherever you will. And remember to be awesome. Rah. And remember that your mount can fly no higher.